Welcome back to NSUSpartans.com. We are coming to you from MEAC Football Media Day, downtown Norfolk. It's the unofficial start of the 2017 football season. Coaches and players from all 11 MEAC schools are here to give a brief glimpse into the upcoming season. And we are going to be joined here today now by the NSU head football coach, Latrell Scott, entering his third year leading the Spartans. Well, Coach, here we are, another season, another media day, always the fun kickoff to the season. What can you tell us about how your off-season program went? Obviously, we talked to you a little bit back in the spring, had a productive spring practice. What have the guys been doing here this summer to carry you into the preseason training camp?
They've had a tremendous summer. We had over 50 guys here this summer spending time with Coach Neff and the strength and conditioning staff. We had the opportunity to do some individual work with a lot of the players. So the guys put in the time this summer, and hopefully it'll translate into training camp. I do know that everybody's excited about being back here and reporting in the next few days.
Coach, if we look at your roster, we won't see a lot of seniors, but nonetheless, the freshmen, last year's freshmen, now sophomores, you've got 3 recruiting classes in, so even though it's a younger roster, still a pretty good amount of game experience on the field for you when you take the field this fall.
Well, we looked at our depth chart the other day in our staff meeting, and a ton of guys have played since we've been here. A lot of these guys played as true freshmen, some of them played as redshirt freshmen. So in year 3, there is a ton of game experience. There is a positive in only having 6 seniors, which means these guys are coming back. We've worked our tail off as a staff to try to build our program and build our roster and get our numbers to where we actually want them. But, I think the maturation of our team has to continue to improve so that we can win some of these close games we've lost over the last 2 years.
A couple of the upperclassmen on your roster who do have some of the more experience are here today. We'll chat with them a little later, and Chris Lee and Marcus Taylor. What kind of leadership do those guys bring to the table? What are you looking for from those guys coming into the 2017 season?
I think Chris Lee's the best defensive lineman in the league. I think everybody, including our offensive line, has trouble blocking him. But Chris is a great young man. He's a great kid off the field. He mentors the young guys. He gets after the older guys. I think some leaders are reluctant leaders, and they're sort of afraid to try to manage their teammates, and Chris has no issue in doing that. Marcus provides a spark. Marcus is Mr. Electric Force. We try to get him the ball every which way possible, but Marcus has a tremendous work ethic, and his work ethic rubs off on his teammates, and for him to be such a little guy, he has a ton of followers on our team as well.
He'll have a new starting quarterback throwing the ball to him this year, one of more than likely 3 guys that are going to be battling here in camp. Jawan Carter, the freshman from Richmond. Obviously, Trip Harrington did a nice job, did some good things in the spring, and Tyree Givers-Wilson, who was backing up Greg Hankerson last year. What are you wanting to see out of those 3 guys in camp heading into 2017?
Well, I think it'll be a tremendous competition. Trip will take the first snap. Tyree will be number 2 coming in, and Pooty will be number 3, but all of them have the ability to be starters. Trip finished the spring as a starter after having a great spring, and Pooty did some great things for us this summer, so it'll be interesting to see how this thing plays out. At the end of the day, we're going to go with a guy who can move the chains and lead our football team.
And it's going to be an exciting schedule for the fans this year. I know it's a friendly schedule for the players, too. Having Virginia State on Labor Day, always a fun event for the fans and for the players. William & Mary and JMU coming up right after that. Some good MEAC games scheduled for Dick Price Stadium this year, too. I have to kind of like the way the schedule sets up for you.
Well, it's something I've always envisioned. I'm a big proponent of having a state FCS conference. Obviously, we love being a part of the MEAC, though. But having the ability to get Virginia State at home, revamping the Labor Day Classic, having the opportunity to play Madison and William & Mary, who are always national contenders, getting Hampton at home, it's a very exciting schedule for us. I think 4 of our first 5 games are against Virginia opponents, and that's what we like to do. It helps us with not having to travel all over the place, and keeps our kids from being fatigued from all the travel and bus trips.
All right, Coach, well, obviously training camp starts next week. What are some of the things you want to get accomplished the first week or 2 of that training camp?
I want to see the guys have a good time. It's something I don't know that we've done a tremendous job of around here. I want to make sure that our guys are flying around, having fun, really enjoying football. I want to be fundamentally sound. I want to be tough. I want to be disciplined, and we just want to get our system implemented. I think the big thing that we need to do is just make sure that we get our system implemented and that we have a ton of belief in it and let the rest take care of itself.
All right, Coach, we'll catch up with you again during training camp. Season just about a month away. Look forward to seeing what the Spartans have in store for us here in 2017.
Thanks, Matt.
Once again, that's head coach Latrell Scott. Training camp starts next week. The season just a little over a month away. Make sure to log on to NSUSpartans.com and follow us on Twitter at NSU_FB and at NSU Spartans for all your information on Norfolk State football.